if I commit to learn and to grow and to the work, that she's not going to let me fail. Yeah, 2250 in
So
6 weeks.
$2,250 Tailored Legacy has paid you in bonus money just for showing up.
Yep. Yeah. Non-chargeback money. Can't take it back.
You make it impossible to fail. It's unbelievable. You just said it earlier. I love it. Like, I cannot say enough great things about this company. I can't.
If you are just now finding this channel, my name is Dana Neeson. I run a telesales team for Tailored Legacy. We sell final expense insurance over the phone with one carrier, and my job is to help you have stronger, more sophisticated sales conversations. Today, I have two guests on the channel with us today, two of our agents in training in our Agent in Training program. And we have Josh with us, and we have Jessica with us. And both of them are going to talk about their experience on this team so far in a month and a half to 2 months. So they're both very new. We're going to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you are just now finding this channel, my name is Dana Neeson. I run a telesales team for Tailored Legacy. We sell final expense insurance over the phone with one carrier, and my job is to help you have stronger, more sophisticated sales conversations. And we're going to kick this interview off with ladies first. Jessica, say hi.
Hello.
Thank you so much for agreeing to be here. You literally just finished a sale and rushed your way onto this call today. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So tell everybody a little bit about who you are, how long you've been in the business for, and why you decided to join this team.
My name is Jessica, and I'm extremely new to this industry. I got my license in August of this year. I was in PNC prior to that. I was in the mortgage industry before that. I've done, sales all my life, but you come into this industry and you don't know what you don't know until you get into it, and you're just like, and yeah, I mean, I was contracted with an IMO, and I think my eyes were bigger than or what is the saying? Your eyes are bigger than your mouth, or I don't
That
even know
works.
I don't even know how you would say it, but I went into it and I was gung ho, and then all you hear is make more dials, make more dials, make more dials, and I was like, okay, now what? I didn't have any type of, there was no structure, I didn't know what I was doing. It wasn't like I went to college for 4 years to learn how to sell life insurance. I took a course, I passed my test, and that was it. So I had no experience. And this
Okay.
was what I was doing. I quit my job.
So just to clarify, you got into this business to sell life insurance, not necessarily to be a business owner and wear a million different hats that you weren't necessarily prepared to wear on day one.
Right. Like I said, I didn't know. I didn't know what's a chargeback. I had no idea. I had no idea what I'm like. What is that? I mean, I didn't even. I knew nothing. Absolutely nothing coming into this.
Okay. All right. I'm going to pause with you at the moment. We're going to come right back to you, and we're going to pivot over to Josh. So Josh, hello. Thank you for being here.
Hello. Happy day.
Happy
Glad to be
day.
here. Very happy to be part of this team.
I love your story. So I'm excited for you to share it. So tell us a little bit about who you are, your experience prior to this, and why you decided to join this team. And we'll go back to Jessica's why, because she never shared that. Go ahead.
Excellent. Yep. So my name's Joshua. I'm a theater actor by trade. My expertise is actually Shakespeare, so I'm a Shakespearean actor. I've performed all over America doing Shakespeare. But anyone who's in the theater knows that the theater doesn't pay, and I have a child, so I need to support a family. So I got into real estate about 10 years ago, and mostly part-time for the first, I would say, 7 years of real estate. Really just focused on doing theater and raising. I had a baby. She's going to be 10 here in a week. So 10 years ago, she was born, and I really focused those first 6 or 7 years on being a stay-at-home dad. My wife was working full-time, so I would just sell, a home here and there. But that kind of shifted after she turned about 7 or so, and the focus really became about activities, things that she wants to do as opposed to spending time with the family. And so I went more full-time in real estate and definitely had success. But it was never something that I really loved. In terms of being a business owner and wearing all of those different hats, it's a lot of work. The marketing, the accounting, just all of it. It's a lot of work. And so I kind of knew I wanted to make a change, and I took a little bit of time off, and I kind of explored options. I wasn't really sure what I wanted. I knew I wanted, obviously, to be a business owner. I wanted to control my own income, as it were. I was not going to trade my time for dollars. That was never an option. Um, and I'm not even sure how I found Final Expense. I knew I had a buddy who did very, very well in insurance, so it kind of been in the back of my mind a little bit. Um, and then, like I said, I'm not exactly sure how I came across, insurance again, but something triggered it and it made me start thinking about it. So I started looking up different insurance companies and just looking into the industry. And then I found Final Expense. And I liked the immediate upfront income potential that came with it. And then I interviewed at a few different places. But here's what happened. So I found your videos. I was actually recommended to you by Justin, who I couldn't join his team after an interview, and he said you should check out
Justin
Dana.
from SLS.
Yes, yeah, Justin Von Egan.
Oh, we love
Yeah,
Jeff.
yeah, he's great. Yep. And so he said, check out Dana. And I did. And I'm not sure if it was the first video I saw, but I watched a video where you said the words, I will not let you fail. And I
Mm.
believed you. I believed you, right? The way you presented the learning, the opportunity, I was like, yeah, no, I believe her that if I commit to learn and to grow and to the work, that she's not going to let me fail. And that's exactly what I found here, between you and the managers, that we have just such an incredible opportunity, to sit down. It's a business in a box. I don't have to wear any other hats. I can focus on one thing and be really good at one thing.
Mm.
And then, after I master that, of course, I can build and lead. But right now we're just focusing on selling, and you've got such a good system that all I have to do is focus on education, learning how to do this job, because I'm brand new. I've never sold insurance before. No idea. Um, but all of the tools are here in such a way that it's really easy for someone who is committed and who wants to do the work, right? It takes effort. All jobs take effort. All success takes effort. So if you're willing to put in that effort, though, the rewards and the support from this team are truly next level.
Thank you. Thank you. So Jessica, I'm going to go back to you for a second because you had mentioned that you didn't actually start with us like Josh did. You started with another IMO, and you had said to me in a message recently that you were there for 3 or 4 months, I think, and you had
Yeah,
sold a total of 15 policies.
yeah. You should have started with him and let him warm me up
Oh,
because
no, 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 no.
I was
Let me
nervous.
finish this statement though,
So
because it is very powerful, and then I'm going to let you respond to it. You have been on this team now since March 18th. Today, for reference, is June 6th. So we have March to April, April to May. We're literally in the first week of June. So 2 months, fair to say. And you've now sold 52 applications for a
yeah,
total of 55,000 AP.
don't
Now,
make me get choked up.
you haven't changed, obviously, you're the same person. But definitely we want more context. What do you think was the major differentiating factor from 15 policies in 3 months to 52 policies in 2 months?
Honestly, what you have created here. And I'm just going to be 100% keeping it real. You know, when you asked, did I want to be my own business owner? No, but I wanted the flexibility of a business owner. I'm a single mom. I wanted to be able to, take off when I wanted to, whatever. And when I was with my other IMO, I wasn't putting in the work. I wasn't putting in the hours. I wasn't because I didn't have the structure there. There was no, the way that we did our, how, we did have our upline. The way they did it was you did financial inventory, you took a screenshot and you'd send it to your upline and hope that they would respond to you. And that's just how I can't learn like that, and when they're speaking a lingo that I don't even know what they're talking about, here it's not like that. So, when I was initially with them, I tried and it just wasn't working for me. So I started researching and I'm like, something's got to give. I was spending money on leads and
How much money did you spend on leads?
well, that's the thing. At first I was on lead assist. So I was on a reduced commission and, they would provide the leads for you. But I was selling something, it was mortgage protection. I think I sold one policy on that. And I'm like, this is not going to cut it. So I went off lead assist. I obviously had to wait for that time, and then I wound up running my own Facebook leads or Facebook ads. And I was bringing in nothing, zero. I was living off my own, living off my savings. I'm putting money out on leads. And so I had to savings was going down, leads were going out. So I had to just cut it down to the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was going to give up. I said, something's got to give. And then I started researching. And I saw you. And I started researching, I don't even remember what I did. It was free lead programs or something like that. And there's other ones out there. But you you drew me in.
Not in a bad way, right?
Yeah, in a great way.
Okay, so I have a really clear understanding now. Josh, in the time you've been here since April 15th. So you came in here a month after Jessica. And in that time, you've written 47 applications for a total of 39,000 AP. So between the two of you, in like a 2-month time frame, you guys together have almost issued $100,000 of premium and 100 applications. I mean, that's a lot of business for two people to do in such a short amount of time. And I know before we went live here, Jessica, you had said, I don't know what's good, right? Like, I don't know what makes a good agent, and there's no benchmark for that. I would say that what our audience would probably consider a good agent is someone who's writing at least 10, 15, 20,000 a month submitting. That would be like a good agent, someone that people want to aspire to be. And both of you are definitely in that realm and in that category for being brand new into the business. I think that speaks volumes, and I'm so proud of both of you. And so I want to transition to, we're not the only free lead company out there. We definitely do things different. So let's kind of transition to like the culture and talk about our management team and how we have helped each of you feel really comfortable in getting on the phones right away, selling policies right away. Like, what has that done for you personally? And let's start with Josh.
Yeah, so as someone, again, who's new to the industry, right? I don't know how to sell life insurance. I know how to be personable, right? I am gregarious. I know no strangers, and that does good in person, but not necessarily over the phone, right? This is a different thing. And so the ability to have a script that I can follow, that I can learn. I am an actor, so I'm good with scripts and memorizing scripts. But that honestly goes out the window, because no matter how well you memorize it, the moment people start talking to you, it doesn't, it starts jumping all over the script. So having someone there that is able to hop on the call with me, and it's two parts of this. So the first part is that I can focus on the first 30 seconds, the first couple minutes of the call, really that discovery section. So I can get very good at that, since that is what we need to overcome first to even engage people in a conversation. So I can focus on that part of it and get good at that. And then I can bring on the managers, and I've learned so much from the three of them. They're all different, the three of them. They have different styles, and that's great, because now I can take notes. I have notes and notes and notes next to me from, every time someone's talking, I'm just writing. And I've compiled them into a little sheet, as it were, my little takeaways, my little nuggets that I can take from each one of them. But it is so supportive. And in terms of the culture, I'm just so happy, and I feel so supported here. Truly, I feel, like I said, I believe you when you said you're not going to let me fail, and I'm holding you to it. And it's great. Yeah.
So in addition to the managers jumping on your calls and helping you sell, because all 47 applications you did, how many of those do you think you did on your own, unassisted? Just a guess.
Maybe half, maybe
Maybe
more than
half?
half
That's
now.
great. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the fact that you would maybe be at 15,000 or 20,000 in 2 months rather than 40,000,
Oh, I
we
know I
don't know
would
where
be.
you'd be if you didn't have that help. Now, in addition to the managers helping you, you also attend my training every day,
Hmm.
right? So you
Yep.
don't just get training from the managers by helping them sell your deals. I also am very involved and hands-on and helping you really break down and understand the sales process. What's that been like?
Eye-opening, truly. Because theater, right? Acting is a skill, which means it's a craft, and crafts are something that are teachable and they're learnable. And that's what sales is. And that's how you make sales, rather, where sales is a craft. It is a skill. It is something you can learn. And to learn it, you need a teacher. And then that teacher needs to be able to break it down into teachable chunks.
Yeah.
And truly, Dana, that's what you're a master at. And I know it's taken you 20 years to become a master, as you say, right? But you're a master at it. And then, there's a lot of people in the world that are very good at what they do, but they're not good teachers, right? And we are very lucky that you also happen to be a very, very good teacher. And you're giving of your time, and you want to be a teacher and to help others grow. So having that ability to truly learn from someone that's been there, and just take their experience and able to add that to my own to reach levels that honestly I wasn't sure. I'm surprised by the success I'm having. I'll be honest. I was very, I'm happy with it. And I got to give myself some grace, because I always think I should be doing better than I am doing.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy with where I'm at, with the growth I'm experiencing. I wish I was here. I'm here, but that's okay.
You'll get there.
I
So,
will.
Jessica,
Yes, ma'am.
I know that the managers mean a lot to you.
Oh my gosh.
And
Don't make me get choked up.
I know. And it's really a blessing for me to be able to see the type of impact that not just them, but like the entire team has had on you. And I think that is important to talk about, because it's not always just about the money and the numbers and, what we're all chasing. And so
Right.
survive, but it's also like we want to feel good about coming into work every day. And that's why I think culture is so important when you talk about the type of environment that you're with. So it's okay if you get choked up. We won't judge you for it, but I know how much they mean to you and what type of impact they've had on you. And I don't know what type of impact I've had on you.
Yeah, I love
Hope it's
y'all.
a good one. So just kind of speak to us about kind of what that's done for you.
Um, it's literally it's changing my life, honestly. Like, I know that, when you get a whole the first things you think of it like it's a negative thing. Oh, a reduced commission. I'm telling you, you make it impossible to fail. It's unbelievable. You just said it earlier that, you guys would say a good agent is, ten to $15,000 a month. I sold $10,000 last week.
Wait, say that again.
And I didn't know that was so good. You know what I mean? Like,
10,000 in 1 week.
you make it impossible for us to fail, and I could not do this if it wasn't for what you have. I mean, and it's not because I'm that good. I'm doing what you've taught us. This script, like at first, I'm like, oh, I can't read the script. Girl, that script, I'm spitting off objections like bam. Oh yeah, well, I mean, and it's becoming like I make Melissa now like constructive criticism. I'm like, go listen to this call. What could I have done differently? And it's just, I don't know. You've just changed, just to know that I was gonna throw the towel in a couple months ago to where out to Like, I love it. Like, I cannot say enough great things about this company. I can't thank you enough for what you've done.
You're so
Like,
sweet.
I truly, truly mean that. And Melissa and Manny and Melissa,
I agree.
there is not, I cannot just, they each have their own different ways of, it's just great. It's just great. I mean, literally, they jump on your calls, they close your call. I mean, they literally, and you listen to how they each do it so differently, and then you just take from them and you learn and you take from them. And then, like, Melissa laughs at me because she'll listen to one of my calls and she can hear, she's like, she knows that's Manny's. She knows that's Melissa B. She knows that's Dana. Oh, wait, that's Nicole that says that, or that's Angela, because that's what I do. Because I
Mhm.
do. I mean,
That's
hey, but it
funny.
works and it's working. And I mean, I listen to all your YouTube things, but these are things that you're teaching us. And I wouldn't be in this position. None of us would. These are things that this script, and I mean, it's just great. It's great. It's great. It's great.
Let's talk about some of the other things that people always want to know. And what I'm referencing about are, the leads. And most agents are jumping ship from one company to another because they're chasing the perfect lead, right? They're chasing the perfect lead. Well, I can't tell you how often I get on calls with agents that all they want to know is how are the quality of the leads.
Doesn't matter what,
And
doesn't matter.
it's true because and I send you guys numbers to the team every night and we look at how much opportunity we had here. I think yesterday we had over 500 conversations as a team, and unfortunately we didn't have the best conversion rate, but that's okay. It all evens out. But the thing is it's both, right? It's the intention of the lead, but it's also what you do with the lead when you get it. So but I do want to hear kind of your thoughts, because there's no such thing as a perfect lead. There's only, in my opinion, such thing as the perfect opportunity. And so some of the leads are not great, but kind of give us your interpretation of what that feels like to you when you're in a system just going through a bunch of people. I didn't inquire, I'm not interested. Like, what's that like?
Okay, you didn't inquire.
Yeah.
Do you have something in place? I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, when they inquired, if they inquired or not, it's the same. Doesn't matter who you're talking to. It's the same thing every call.
Yeah.
Every call, same thing. I mean, it's just repetition over and over and over and over again.
I mean, to sell, $50,000 in AP, the leads can't all be that bad.
Oh no, they're not bad. I mean, no. I'm not saying they're bad. But I mean, of course you get people that cuss you out. Of course you get people, I didn't inquire. I mean, it's just, but they're not bad. They're leads. They're same as, I mean, and you get people that, oh yeah, I just filled it out. Like I didn't even,
Mhm.
hit enter and you're already
Yeah.
calling me. Oh, that's okay. Well, great. It's legit. It's legit.
Josh, never working in an environment like this before, never been in telesales before.
Not
It's
at all.
actually really, really hard to prepare someone mentally for what doing telesales is actually like, because that muscle memory of the 80% rejection and sitting in your seat all day. What was that like for you as the very first time in telesales, kind of experiencing that from your perspective?
Sure. So I definitely have a little bit of a thicker skin because of my theater background, right? An actor's job is to audition, and auditions are no's, right? Most of the time we go on auditions and we get told no. So I was okay with that, but I think it's about the framing and it's about how we really look at things, right? If you know going in that 85% of the people are going to hang up on you and say no, then it's okay. Then that's just what it is. And that just means that I need to get to the 15 that might say yes. That's all. So that I can really focus on those 15 and take that opportunity for what it really is. But I have no delusions thinking that, if I call 100 people, that they're all going to be friendly and they're all going to say, as I know you said in one of your videos, oh, life insurance, I just put in the request. I've been waiting for you to call. It's not going to happen.
Right. But at the end of the day, we're not paying for them. I mean, we're
Yeah.
sitting in
And
our
that's
chair and they're
that's
coming
it
to
too.
us. I
Yeah.
mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
great. I
A true
mean,
business in a box. Yeah. And I'm not doing Facebook leads anymore. I'm not,
right.
yeah, none of that.
Stressing out about
Okay.
algorithms and all that. Like,
Mhm.
no, we're sitting in our chair and literally hang
Mhm.
up, disposition it,
Yeah.
next one.
And we get talk time bonuses. So as long as we're doing our job,
Yeah.
even if I can, if I'm, and obviously we want to close all the deals that are over 20 minutes, 30 minutes,
Yeah.
but they're not all going to close. So
Yeah.
it's not like I
Realize
wasted
that,
my
girl.
time. If I was spent 30 minutes on a call and I didn't close them, it's not a complete waste. It's not a wash.
How
Right.
much talk time bonus have you made, Josh, in 2 months? Or how
I've
much
made,
bonus in general, I guess I should say.
yeah, 2250 in
So
6 weeks.
$2,250 Tailored Legacy has paid you in bonus money just for showing up.
Yep. Yeah. Non-chargeback money. Can't take it back. Yep.
Mhm.
And Jessica, we didn't calculate yours. Do you have any idea how
No,
much bonus money you've earned?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, I know that last week when you sold 10,000, you had earned a
And I'll say
$250.
this too. I haven't, I mean, this is my first week that I'm really able to start working full time because my son just got out of school. So I've only been able to work like, 4 hours here, 2 hours here, 4 hours here, 4 hours. I mean, it's like kind of been spotty. Like, I mean, I've been working full time, just not full straight full time.
But you're still earning, but I'm looking right now, you're earning bonuses every single week. I'm now in April. Um, and let's see. Jessica, just like in the last 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you've earned $1,200 in bonuses.
Okay.
So, and you're just not putting in as much time as Josh. So the more time you put in, the more bonus money you get, which is a really nice cushion in addition to your commissions. And both of you are probably getting pretty close to your first promotion, your first increase in your commission level. So I'll have to check that later. So, our ramp up period is you start at 40% in the agent and training program. You have all the hands-on support you can get so you can start selling deals on your first day, right? We just had that new agent, Genevieve. She sold 4 policies in
That's
her first
amazing.
day, all of them assisted. There's literally no way a brand new agent would be able to come in our system with our script and everything that we do brand new and sell full 4 policies in their first day. Like, I think that's pretty incredible. Where was I going with this? Something about, 40%. So once you guys issue 10,000 of production, it actually gets issued, mostly unassisted. There's a little gray area there. Then you get your first bump to 45%, and then there's another chunk of production to 50%. And then once you get there, you should be independently selling policies without help. And I know that feels scary. So, but promise you, once you get there, you're going to reflect back and look at everything that you have accomplished while you were in the agent and training program, and feel so confident in being able to do everything that you know that you can do on your own. And I'm really happy to see your guys' journey. So any final words that you want to share with our audience? If they're actually, let's talk about the question I wanted to ask you before the final words, and then the final words, which is, give us one negative thing that you can think of. Like, what are the bad things that you've noticed you wish could be different, or kind of annoying or frustrating? And I'll be honest.
I'm
Um,
hard pressed to think of something.
I don't know. And
We o-
I'm
we only have
honestly not
3
saying it.
managers.
I wish
Yeah.
that we could start earlier. I mean, I don't know. I mean, because we can work. I mean, I'm on the East Coast. I mean, we can work as early and as late as we want. I mean,
That's not a bad thing.
no, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, and there's always a manager available. And we're not just doing this. We're not just doing this just because, I mean,
Um,
Okay.
all right. So okay, here's one.
This
Here's
isn't
one.
set up
Here's one.
either.
Okay, Josh has one for us.
I got one, but it's not about us though, right? It's about the other people. So it's
Right.
just about like turnover in general. It's like I don't
Right.
understand how people can come on the team for a week and then leave. Like I don't understand what they're doing.
Right.
It's like you haven't even given it an opportunity. You haven't tried. Um, yeah, I mean, again, if you put in the effort, right? Everything requires effort. So
Right.
just don't delude yourself into thinking that that it's going to be super easy, that it's not going to take any work. I would never describe this as hard work. It's not like I'm a roofer. I'm not out there digging ditches in 120-degree heat, right? I'm sitting in my comfortable office making phone calls to people, if they're mean, that's not on me, that's on them. But the people that I do talk to, when they get it, they get it. They get it.
Right.
It's valuable. They need it. They want it. It's a great conversation. And that makes up for all of the other conversations that don't, have that.
I will say something. The only negative thing, I don't see it as negative. I see it as a positive.
Okay.
Would be for brokers that they like the being able to sell different, options. Me, on the other hand, nope. I like to be good at one. Give me one thing, I'm gonna be really good at one thing.
Mhm.
And that might be a downfall for, that
No,
might
I
be
could
something
see how
negative.
that could be a downfall if you're buying your own leads, right? Because
Right.
you would definitely want to be able to offer something to everyone because it's
Mhm.
your investment,
Right.
right? But because you don't have to worry about that, we're
Right.
saying we only want you to target the people that fit our mold and we want you to let the other ones go. Then why does it matter?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, any other last words of wisdom, and then I'm going to let you guys hit the phones.
No, it's just, well, it just, if, come on, come see
Yeah.
for
If you're
yourself.
thinking about calling, call.
Come see
Join
yourself.
us.
Come see for
Join
yourself.
us.
Come see for yourself.
Thank you guys so much for agreeing to do this today. It means the world to me that we are making an impact on both of you. And I'm so excited to see where this journey takes you the rest of this year and beyond. Thank you for joining this team. And thank you everybody for watching. If you want more information on how to join the Tailored Legacy telesales team, my contact information is in the description below. And I hope you guys have a nice weekend. Bye.
Thank you.